Good morning, everybody. This is a Myrtillo cactus, and all these little flowers that look like stars will turn into little berries that are edible, and then we'll be able to make jam. Here's some more here, and you can see the bees are busy working the flowers. This is a mass display of Trichocereus flowering of various types. This is our hybrid Super Pedro here in the foreground, and then behind is J7. That's the one up the top. Down in the front here, San Pedro. And here one of the cereus is starting to flower. The first flowering is here. Good morning, everybody. This is an Espatoa species from South America, and you can see it's still open. These flower overnight, and they have very stiff flowers so that bats can land on it. And another species behind is flowering. If we look up here in the top and zoom in, and then if we go around, there's another one up here. And you can see some ants crawling on it that are harvesting nectar off the flower. And around here, we can see a ripe fruit that's almost ready to fall. Good morning, everybody. This is an Espatoa species, and you can see the flower, which it's an overnight flowering species. And it's because it is pollinated mainly by bats, and you can see that the petals are quite stiff so that the micro bats and bats can hang on and get their head in there to get a feed of nectar. And you can also see, if we turn around here sideways, that this plant is a bit unusual in that it has a cephalum. And this is the cephalum, and you can see where it's flowered in the past. And the plant normally doesn't have these until it starts to flower. It just has a very cool hairdo on top. and then once it starts to flower, it develops this cephalum that you can see here, and you can see where this one flowered yesterday. Hi guys, it's early in the morning and the espetos flower at night, so they're still open early, and you can see this flowers up here. This is Euphorbia coralescens. And this is the first time I've ever seen it flower just all over like this at once. Very unusual. Good morning everybody. As you can see, there are lots more flowers out today. And because of this dull day, all yesterday's flowers are still out, and we'll have a whole lot more lasting a couple more days because of the rain today. And over this side, what used to be a Serentia, little orange one, yellow, around here, and then over here, white Trichocereus flowering. The scent is just incredible. And then over this side, we've got the Oreocereus hybrid flowering. And then all these reds. And some day flowering yellows that aren't quite out. And then over the back, on the channel bank, we've got the whites. So this is at night, and it's San Pedro. We're out and it's about 10 o'clock at night. This is when they're at their best. This is a 360-degree view. This is Pharaoh Cactus Potsii. Hi guys, it's late in the afternoon and the Pharaoh Cactus rectospinus, well, you can see these ones here have almost finished flowering. There's a couple of buds left, and up there they're just closed up, and here these ones are still open and they have a beautiful big flower. If I reach in here, this is how big those flowers are. They're about 3 to 4 inches across. And you can see there's other ones way down here flowering.
Finally got some larger stocking plant sales. So if you've been looking for some larger plants for landscaping, we've just got another little area at the back here of plant sales. Nice big cleistro there. So we're open 7 days a week, and we're located up in northern Victoria on the Murray. And then this is a little glimpse of what we've always had. Out in the Cactuși trail today. And just doing a bit of work, noticed that we've got the first flower of the year on a Serencia cross to Shekii hybrid. It's a Cactuși hybrid. Now this flower is about 2 weeks earlier than last year's flowering season. No other flowers out yet, but it looks like we might start to see some flowers coming out in the Cactuși region now.
Good morning everybody. This is a Cactuși called WK, which as far as I know came from Fields or the Botanical Gardens in Melbourne originally. So it's flowering this morning, and you can see the beautiful pink back petals on it, and a little blush on the outside facing, that little blush there. Very beautiful plant. And it gets really big and fat when it's growing, where it gets lots of water. And there are a few other things flowering. These are just another flowering. We had a bit of rain last night, about 10 millimeters. And you can see there's a blush of flowers around. Another one over here with a beautiful flower. And then some of the cerasias are flowering. Some have only got a few flowers, and then just like this one up here, this little Serencia here is flowering, so nice little reddish cerise flowers. And then this is the sort of thing you get here with the cerise flowers just lining up. It's only coincidental. And you can see the fruit starting to form for the jam in the future, the Peruvian apple jam. And I'll just show you one more colour. Here's a little one of Joyland Sutherland's. It's a nice little flower, little Serentia labivia hybrid. And then over here is some of Cactus Country's hybrids. And we'll finish with this beautiful little yellow Serentia. Okay everyone, it's early morning and a lot of these plants, they aren't open properly or they're just closing from the last 2 days, and it's one of those days where you just go wow. So this is a new yellow with a huge flower on it and a red, and if I just point out there you can see all the colour. These will open up later. These are just starting to open now. You can see all that colour in there. And then here, we've got a multicoloured Echinopsis. You can see the light coming through there from the early morning. And this is our orange trail, which is really only starting to come to its best this year. A lot of things are flowering for the first time. It's just a huge mass of white. It's a plant that's been out for a few days. And then here we've got propagating tent. And then lots more flowers. You can see the big white ones all flowering out through here. Like they say in the ads, and there's more. I think we'll just end by walking in here. We'll end on a splash of white and this massive plant over here. It's red here, and then yes, this huge mass of colour, and there's more around there. Good morning folks, opening time I guess, and the sun has just come out shining through the fog onto the cacti here at Cactus Country. It's going to be a really nice day by the look of it at the moment.
Hey guys, I'm in Cuba at the moment, in Veradero, and I've just found this beautiful cereus. It's got quite a nice blue tinge. You can see the main arm in the center has got a bit of a spiral. We don't have anything quite like this at home. It's quite fascinating. And I just noticed one of the arms has a bit more hair than the others. Give you a bit of a better look. Anyone know exactly what this is? I was thinking maybe spiral cereus, but they're not all spiraled, so I'm not quite sure. Beautiful plant though.
Good morning, everybody. This is the wedding veil plant, and as you can see, I'm just looking over the fence because the sun's shining on this side, but you can see that the plant is, well, it's not really a great looking plant, but it's nice and green when it's not being frosted a little bit. But this is the flower, and it's called the wedding veil plant because it has these beautiful white branches with little white flowers all over them when it's flowering. And if I zoom in here, you'll be able to see that they're just starting to open up. So that's the wedding veil plant. It's a furcrea.
Hey, just getting a few cuttings ready. So these will go into our plant cells area. So that's what mama looks like. And here's some of our beautiful cuttings. We'll just go around so you get the shadow. This one here is a nice big one. It's probably about 1.8, 2 meters long with one arm on it. Then we've got some smaller ones over here. One about 1.5 meters with an arm. One about 1.2 meters with two arms. These will start at around $80 and go up to around $500-600 for the big ones with arms. Welcome to cactus country. There are loads of flowers out today. It's stunning. The weather is perfect. Just a quick little shoot around what we've got here today. Don't forget as well, we've got our sunset tours running again now. So if you're interested in coming and seeing what we do, you can view the garden at night, see this with a starry landscape. It is absolutely stunning. Can't wait to see you guys here. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Hi guys. Now look at this here. This is one of the Trichocereus hybrids of cactus countries, and you can see the massive flowers that are out on it. This is not usual that they have this many, and it's because it's crossed with probably an echinopsis, and an echinopsis flowers prolifically, and that's where we get this massive flowering. So this is the third lot of flowers that we've had, and you can see up here there's still quite a few to come, and this plant will flower for the whole rest of the year till about May, when it will just have 1 or 2 flowers still. Hi everybody. You can't be like I am here at the moment, smelling the gorgeous perfume that there is in my pollinating room. These are very large Trichocereus hybrid flowers, and we're going to be crossing some of these this morning. There's some more down there. Going to be crossing them this morning with the Zally hybrids from Misplant. Now, if you go to misplant.com, you can see and purchase seed, and they are quite different. So these are Trichocereus hybrids, first generation cross, I believe, and this is number 2, which flowered last year and is going to have around 42 flowers this year. And this is number 3, cactus country number 3, and it's going to have around 30 to 40 flowers, and it's very similar to number 2. But over here we have a much more reddish with a purple tinge or pinky tinge to the outside, still a large flower. And then cactus country Zally number 6 is much smaller flower. You can sort of see the difference in the size of the flower. Much smaller flower, but much more intense. The orange, shorter petals, and the orange color of the center of the petal is very orange, and then you can see the purpley tinge to the outside of that. So it's an orange to a reddish orange, and then a purplish tinge on the outside. And this one is similar but much bigger flower. And over here we have one of the plants that we've been doing some crossing with. This is a Sorensia hybrid. I believe it came from America quite a few years ago, called well, we got it with a label that said American Beauty. Hi everybody, this is the inside of my pollinating house, and there's quite a few things flowering at the moment that we're doing crosses with. And you can see down here one of the little hybrids from many years ago. It has an exquisitely beautiful flower, and here's one of the bigger ones from that same cross. So it's a Serentia cross to an Echinopsis. And you can see here what we call Shep Purple, which is a purplish pink coloured Trichocereus hybrid, and various Trichocereus. A little Acantha calicium here that we'll try a cross with, and then some things we've taken cuttings from the garden, and we wait for them to flower in here so we can control the pollinations. And then you can see on the table things that have been pollinated as they flower, and then they go back outside again. And up on top here, a TPQC that's had 1 flower's flowered and 2 flowers to come.
Well guys, today is another incredible flowering day. Let me take you for a quick little walk. Just stunning. A lot of different colours out today. Prior to today I'd seen a lot of the whites and the yellows out. Today we've got these beautiful reds. These really gorgeous pinks. So just do a quick walk through now. So many more flowers still coming out. This is an absolutely stunning red. So if you're in the region this week, definitely worth dropping in and checking it all out.
Hi everybody. This morning we're starting picking the prickly pear is what a lot of people call it, but this is Burbank blue spineless. It's got a very beautiful blue color, and we're picking the fruit to make our juice, I guess, for the making cactus ice cream. So this is the plant we do. We have a pair of tongs and just twist them off like so, and that's the process. And then we'll do another video later of when we're cooking it.
The lengths that we go to get cacti for our clients. This guy's about to go up to Sydney, and this is how we roll. So I've cut most of the way through it to allow myself to get my second hand on. And then if all goes to plan, which it hasn't, there we go. Oh, that's two. Sweet. 2 for 1. Hey Melbourne, I've just arrived and I'm just getting set up. So getting some tables set up over here. Here's a van full of plants. 2 levels. So I'll be here until about 3 o'clock. Come and check it out.
Wind is blowing on this Sunday. This is one of the late flowers on Cactus Country's Cactuși hybrids. So this is an F2, and they flower prolifically for a long time in the season. You can see another bud there, and then if you look around at the big plants in the picture, a lot of them are going to flower still late in the season.
Hey guys, just wanted to take you on a quick walk through the garden today, just because there's so many beautiful flowers out. Try not to fall into some cacti. Check this out. And with it being a bit overcast today, these will last so much longer. And you can still see all these buds that are going to flower tomorrow. It is going to be spectacular. Like that is going to flower beautifully tomorrow. Wow. Check this out up here. Wow. Look at that. Seriously, tomorrow. Amazing.
Everybody, now these are beautiful big Phaeocactus, and this is Phaeocactus rectospinus, and if Elise comes in here and you see the size of these spines, you'll know why it's called rectospinus. And I'll go around the back now, and you can see the size. This is well over 1 metre high, and something unusual is the Phaeocactus usually just flower from the top, but for some reason this is having a couple of flowers down lower from years gone by, and this particular one here has actually had 2 flowers come out of the aerial. And then if you look in the top, come up in here, Elise, and we can see the new buds that are going to be flowering soon, and the ants and the bees. Well, maybe no bees at the moment because we're probably scaring them away. Hey Cotty, This is one of the most photographic spots that people love to take their photographs, just right here. So this chair is
I've
the
seen on
popular spot.
Instagram.
But today it's really like incredible because of all the white flowers out. So this is where all the girls like to sit. Some, oh gee, I'm a bit old, but get my leg up here like this looking sophisticated. Oh, take that off. Get my hair perfect. And what do you think?
You're a model, Jim.
Hello everybody, these are the Echinocereuses and they come from Mexico and they're just blooming incredibly at the moment. And some big pharaoh cactus here that are flowering still. And up here we've got some blooms of the agaves samniana just starting to sprout. Good morning guys. That lovely red colour you can see on the Mexican fence post is caused by the cold on nice new fresh growth.